Chelsea's recent 1-1 draw against Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park has sparked extensive analysis and discussion among fans, pundits, and the football community at large. The match, which saw Chelsea take an early lead through Cole Palmer only to concede a late equalizer to Jean-Philippe Mateta, highlighted both the strengths and vulnerabilities of Enzo Maresca's side. The game offered a snapshot of Chelsea's current season, encapsulating the recurring themes of promise paired with frustration. While the team demonstrated a clear attacking intent and control over large stretches of the match, the failure to convert chances and a late defensive lapse ultimately saw them drop points that they should have secured. From the outset, Chelsea demonstrated intent and aggression, dominating possession and creating several goal-scoring opportunities. Their efforts were rewarded in the 15th minute when Cole Palmer found the back of the net, capitalizing on a well-orchestrated attacking move. Palmer's goal was a testament to his growing influence within the squad and his ability to perform under pressure in high-stakes situations. It was a crucial goal at a crucial time, and it seemed to set the tone for the match as Chelsea took control. However, despite their dominance in possession and their superior build-up play, Chelsea struggled to capitalize on additional chances that came their way throughout the game. Nicholas Jackson, in particular, had opportunities to extend the lead, but the striker was unable to find the finishing touch. His inability to put the game beyond reach proved to be costly. Jackson had a couple of clear chances to increase Chelsea's advantage, but his finishing left much to be desired. The failure to capitalize on these moments ultimately came back to haunt Chelsea when, the dying moments of the match, Crystal Palace's Jean-Philippe Mateta scored the equalizer. It was a gut punch for Chelsea, who had been on top for the majority of the match, and it ensured that the spoils were shared rather than a much-needed victory for the visitors. In his post-match analysis, Chelsea manager Enzo Maresca expressed a mixture of frustration and optimism. He acknowledged the team's dominance in the game and the creation of numerous chances, but he lamented the lack of clinical finishing that ultimately prevented them from securing all 3 points. Maresca noted that, despite the disappointment of not securing a win, there were still many positive aspects to take from the match. First of all, I've always said the most important thing is to create chances, because if you create chances, that means you are doing the right things, Maresca stated. Then you need to take those chances. Maresca's comments underscored a recurring theme in Chelsea's recent performances: the ability to control games and generate opportunities, yet an inability to convert those chances into goals. This inefficiency in front of goal has been a major factor in Chelsea's current 4-game winless streak, which has seen them fall 9 points behind league leaders Liverpool, albeit with 2 games in hand. The inability to win close matches and the failure to close out games, particularly when on top, has left Maresca and his players frustrated, but also reflective about their need to improve in key areas. Chelsea's tactical setup against Crystal Palace was characterized by a high-pressing approach and fluid attacking movements. The midfield trio, which included Enzo Fernandez, Cotto, and Conor Gallagher, provided stability and creativity, allowing the forwards to exploit spaces in the Palace defense. This setup allowed Chelsea to maintain control and dominate possession for long spells, dictating the tempo of the game. However, despite this control, the team's lack of a decisive finisher in the final third was evident. While they created several promising situations, Chelsea's forwards, particularly Jackson and Palmer, were unable to capitalize on these chances. Multiple opportunities went begging, and as a result, Chelsea was unable to get the second goal that would have killed the match. Defensively, Chelsea remained organized for the majority of the match. Their backline, consisting of Thiago Silva, Levi Colwill, and the in-form Benoit Badiashile, managed to effectively neutralize Palace's attacking threats for the most part. However, late in the match, a lapse in concentration proved costly. Palace's equalizer came from a long ball into the box that Mateta latched onto and finished with composure. Despite their defensive resilience for most of the match, Chelsea's inability to maintain focus in the final stages of the game once again came to the forefront. One of the bright spots of the match for Chelsea was the debut performance of 18-year-old defender Joshua Achimpong. Making his Premier League debut, Achimpong delivered an impressive performance, showcasing composure and tactical awareness beyond his years. The young defender made several key interceptions and looked solid in his positioning. His performance was a rare positive in what was otherwise a frustrating evening for Chelsea. Maresca was quick to praise the youngster, stating, "Joshua has the potential to become a top player for this club." Achimpong's introduction also highlighted Chelsea's emphasis on integrating youth into the first team and developing promising players for the future. The draw against Crystal Palace has brought to light several areas that require attention. If Chelsea is to revive their title aspirations and mount a more serious challenge in the second half of the season, the primary issue remains clinical finishing. While the team is clearly adept at creating chances, the lack of a reliable goal scorer who can consistently convert these opportunities is hindering their progress. In a league as competitive as the Premier League, failing to take advantage of such openings can be detrimental to a team's chances of success. The lack of a consistent finisher has been a theme throughout Chelsea's season and continues to be a pressing issue that requires attention. Another area for improvement is Chelsea's game management. Conceding late goals has become a recurring issue for the team, and it is something that Maresca will need to address. Enhancing focus and maintaining defensive solidity in the latter stages of matches are crucial to securing victories, especially when Chelsea is ahead. The team cannot afford to let games slip away through a lack of concentration, particularly against teams that are capable of capitalizing on even the slightest defensive error. Squad rotation and depth are also critical areas to consider moving forward. With a congested fixture schedule in the Premier League, Champions League, and domestic cup competitions, effective rotation will be essential to maintain player fitness and performance levels. Integrating young talents like Achimpong could provide the necessary depth to alleviate the physical and mental strain on the senior players, helping to ensure that the squad remains fresh throughout the remainder of the season. Looking ahead, Chelsea's upcoming fixtures present both challenges and opportunities. The team must capitalize on their games in hand to close the gap on Liverpool and reinforce their position in the league. Maresca will be hoping for a response from his players, particularly in terms of clinical finishing and maintaining focus throughout the full 90 minutes. The manager's emphasis on continuous improvement and his willingness to integrate youth players into the squad reflect a long-term vision aimed at sustainable success. The January transfer window will also offer an avenue for bolstering the squad. Speculation surrounding potential signings, particularly in the attacking department, has been rife. Chelsea has been linked with several high-profile forwards, and acquiring a proven goalscorer could address the finishing issues that have plagued the team in recent matches. A new signing in the attacking third could help Chelsea maintain their offensive momentum and provide the clinical edge they have lacked in recent weeks. The draw has elicited a spectrum of reactions from fans and media outlets. Some supporters have expressed frustration over the dropped points, citing the team's inability to close out games as a significant concern. Others remain optimistic, highlighting the positive aspects of the performance, such as the team's dominance in possession and the potential for improvement under Maresca's guidance. The media's coverage has also mirrored these sentiments, with outlets offering both criticism and praise in equal measure. The Times noted that Chelsea's struggles continue, with the draw extending their winless streak to 4 games and impacting their title aspirations. Reuters highlighted Maresca's call for the team to be more clinical, emphasizing the need to convert chances to secure victories. As the season progresses, Chelsea's response to these challenges will be pivotal. Addressing the identified areas for improvement, potentially reinforcing the squad during the transfer window, and maintaining a consistent level of performance will determine whether the team can turn their potential into tangible results. The coming weeks will be crucial in shaping Chelsea's season. and the team's ability to overcome these setbacks will be key in determining their success in the months ahead.